What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Research Institution. So one of the things that I wish I knew when I first started playing Diablo 4 earlier this season is that the best way to get gear is pretty much just doing the damn Hell Tides. What you gotta do is you gotta go to the thing on the map that's all red with all the swirly shit around it and make sure it's not the PvP one. You just gotta look at something on the map and it'll say if it's PvP. Like in this example, it's a Hell Tide. In this example, it's a PvP. You just click on the little quest thing on the map. So you find this whole Hell Tide area, and then you locate the boss. The boss is this guy right here. That's what it looks like on the map. And it'll have a little like circle thing around it that's flashing when people have already activated it. So if they haven't activated it yet, it's fine. You can still go and find it yourself and start a boss event. And people on the map are notified that you started it. Ooh, a treasure goblin. Just missed him. But nonetheless, that's the best way to get gear. Legendaries just rain from the freaking sky when you're fighting the boss on the PvP maps, or on the Helltide maps, and it's better than Nightmare Dungeons. It's better than the Pit in terms of the gear that falls. This is just the place to find the gear. This is probably where I found all the best gear that I have, including this razor plate with 2 greater affixes on it, including this offhand with all 3 of the mods are greater affixes. So this is the best way to do it. So let's just see if anyone comes over here and I'll fight the boss. But first I gotta let my dog in. She keeps swatting the damn door. Alright, puppy. So basically you activate one of the 3 altars here, and you do that by finding these hearts that you find in the chests and from just the monsters around here. So and by opening the chests, you have to just kill all the monsters and collect the shit that they drop, basically. Now, if nobody wants to join you in this event, like what seems to be going on here, then you just open it up yourself. You put all 3 hearts in there, and it spawns the event. It's a bit tedious. There's a bunch of shit that happens before the boss comes out, so just a bunch of mobs and stuff. So just take care of the trash, and then fight the boss. And this is what I mean when I say someone has activated it. You see on the map here up in the top right, how it has that little pulsating circle or whatever? You can see that on the map when you're away from it. So anytime you see that, and if you're in this Hell Tides area, or one of the Hell Tides area, you should just run over to that and get shit done, because this is just the best way to find legendaries. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is a pretty social event. So I can see why they implemented this into being the most effective way of getting legendaries, it seems, or items in general. Of course, if you're target farming like a certain unique, there's a better way to go about that. But if you're just looking for top-tier legendaries and various uniques scattered about, this is the way to go. And another really important thing to note while doing the Hell Tides is you see these profane mine cages. You find these doing the Hell Tides itself as well. That'll make the monster levels higher than what your character had. It'll increase them by 10 levels. Even if you're level 100, it'll make them higher level. Not that that matters all that much, aside from maybe the amount of loot they can drop, seeing how you're not getting any more experience. And the item levels are going to be the same. They're going to be top tier items from, if you're level 82 and beyond, and you use this little thing right here, the Profane Mon Cage, it's going to increase all the monster levels by 10. So they're, if you're 82 and above and you use this damn thing, then every legendary that falls is going to be a 925 item power legendary, which is the highest item power item you can find in Diablo 4. So basically when I'm playing, I don't really give a shit about all the other items that are like item power 800, 600, 500, 400. I just go as quickly as I can to reach the area or level in which I can start collecting these 925 items, because these are the ones that you want to use for endgame. These are the ones that you want to really invest in tempering and masterworking and enchanting and all that shit. But basically, kill these bosses and you're going to find the most gear from them. And I'll get one more kill in and we'll see what he drops. And while you're waiting for the boss to spawn, you can run and grab these chests that are along the path, and if you're not too far away, you'll still get the drop, even if your party kills the boss and you're not, close enough. But there it goes. It dies again. Oh my god. There's a pair of pants with 2 greater affixes, and the ones that I wear don't even have a single greater affix, so I've already found potentially an upgrade here. So here they are. Oh, jeez. Yeah, these are godly pants. So I'm going to temper these. I'm going to maybe re-roll the armor on them. Yeah, I'll re-roll the armor on them to something that I desire. Maybe Skeletal Mage Mastery. I'll put my legendary affix on these. I'll pop 2 sockets in them, and yeah, I just found an upgrade on my 100 character. I don't know how many hours I've invested in this character, but it's a lot. And another important thing to note is if you're the one who puts a heart in here, you have to at least put one of the hearts in one of the 3 things here, the altars, in order to get more items to drop. So I missed this event. I didn't put a heart in this round now. So they're going to drop less legendaries, but even with that, you will see that there's just a ton of shit that falls anyway. Which, yeah, I know that Blizzard, they said that it wasn't going to be like Diablo 3 where legendaries are raining from the sky. Apparently that was complete bullshit, but that's what we get here. It's still kind of fun, but yeah, I do think they're raining a bit too much. But nonetheless, at least the uniques aren't. The uniques are a bit harder to come by, especially the uber uniques, of which I don't think I found a single one of. I mean, I don't think Razor Plate is an uber unique, is it? I don't really know how to tell if an item's an uber unique. But if you have a good group, you'll kill this guy really fast, and just boom, a bunch of legendaries again, and you're just going to fill up your inventory in no time. Which leads me to another tip. While you're waiting for the boss to spawn, here, I'm going to favorite this. What you can do is you can go through your items and hit spacebar to junk them if you don't think you're going to want them. So you just hit spacebar and it just makes a little slash through them. You see that? So then you can quickly run to town. You can inspect your items as your group is sitting here waiting to fight the next boss, for example. And I'll even pop one of these things in there like that, a heart in there, and that'll run to town real quick. Looks like I left a legendary on the ground, and I didn't open any chests. But that's fine. You got to be kind of quick on your feet. But this is the best. You just get so many items. You just get overwhelmed. There's just so much shit falling that if you can't keep up, it's just straight up going to be annoying. So basically, you go to town quickly. You go to the blacksmith. What do you do? You salvage the junk just right here, and that'll salvage all the ones that you marked as junk. And to mark them as junk, you just got to hit spacebar when you hover over it. So you look at them, you mark them as junk, and then you spacebar them. And notice how these 3 here, I won't mark some as junk, in fact. These ones are not marked as junk. I'll go to just salvage all items, which makes it a little easier. Just boom, now they're all salvaged, except for the items that I favorited. All right, you can favorite items, and how you do that is when it drops, it looks like this. You hit spacebar once, it marks it as junk, it makes a slash through it. You hit spacebar again, and it'll favorite the item. You see that? So now, and then when it's favorited, it has that little thing up in the corner. So you see how all 3 of these have that little thing up in the left corner? But be careful not to hit spacebar again, because then you're just going to mark it as normal, and then you could accidentally salvage it. So favorited items cannot be salvaged. So you got to unmark them as favorite before you salvage them. But nonetheless, after you do this, you go back into the Helltide, and you just keep killing the damn boss, and your inventory gets filled with legendaries like every couple of minutes. It's a bit excessive, and I probably took a bit too long here because it looks like they either already finished or I'm in a different layer on the server. I don't know really how it works, but sometimes you'll come back and like everybody will be gone and shit, and it's kind of annoying. Oh, it looks like this Helltide expired, so that's fine. Now let's go on to another tip. So something else that's really important if you want to level fast, and I want to level fast, because like I said, I don't like finding all the junk that's not item level 925, because it's just kind of useless in the end, and you out-level your gear so fast in this game if you're running anything near optimal. You don't even have to be running optimally, and you're still going to level pretty fast, or you're just going to out-level your gear. So I really hate finding anything that's not 925 item level. So basically, I want to get to the point where I can find 925 items, which, like I said, is 82 and above. Because once you're 82, you can use this little Helltide thing that increases their monster level by 10, and boom, all the items are going to be 925. But what you got to do is open up your map in any random town, and most of them have it. You got to find the Potion Lady, all right? And the Potion Lady, her little thing looks like this. It's a little pot with one of those things that you squish berries in or whatever. So you have to find that. So you look on your map in the town, you find that, you right click it, so it'll make a little GPS for it, and then you head over to it. Looks like I'm already next to it. They're called the Alchemist. And then from here, you can craft incense and you can craft elixirs. Now, what's really important is to get the quest elixir. Now, there's a way to get this. You just have to Google it, how to get the elixir of anti-venin. Because the interesting thing about this one is you can use it with other elixirs. Usually, you can only have one elixir going at a time, all right? But with the quest one, you can couple this with another elixir. So for example, I have this random elixir of precision next to it. Both of these give 8% experience gained. Now what's really crazy is you can give yourself even more experience by crafting incense. Now incense is something that you make by collecting herbs and shit, or herbs and plants and all that shit. Now that's something that I didn't want to do initially. When I first started playing Diablo 4, it's like, why the hell would I want to do this? That's like soy boy bullshit. You're just going around picking flowers, right? So I didn't want to pick any flowers. But I come to find that this is the only way I'm going to get to the 9 to 5 items as fast as possible. So yeah, you gotta pick the damn flowers and herbs. Pick that shit up. Pick up the angel breath. Whatever, you find that in Helltides as well, I believe. And then just any of these, you can make them. Some of them you got to be a high level to use them. But you just read the little stats that they do. I like the resist ones, especially when I'm starting out. There's like this one here, for example, increases resistance to all elements by 10%. Maximum resistance to all elements by 1% and armor by 150 for all nearby players, and increases experience by 5% last 20 minutes. See, it's just crazy how good some of these things are. Now I can only make one of those, so I'll make this one, for example. That's another one I can only make one of, so because you gotta collect all that shit. Looks like I can make a ton of these. Increase strength by 25 for all nearby players, but what we're looking for is the experience. 5% in experience lasts for 5 minutes. So I'll just make one of these. And now you can check here in your belt when you activate a potion, all right? So I'll activate the seasonal one, and there it is. And that one lasts, how many minutes? Lasts 30 minutes. And then this other one lasts 30 minutes as well. And because this is the quest one, you can use it with another. So boom, I got another one right there. If I would have used just 2 regular potions, it would have taken over this one. So I have both of those going, both of which give 8 experience each, so that's 16 experience gained, plus 5 from this cute little incense that I just made. And there's the incense as well, and the incense that puts this aura around you. So it's important to do that as soon as you can, and then just go back into the Helltides or go wherever and just start killing shit, because that's the best way to go. So those are just some tips. I wish I knew that stuff earlier on. And that's what I'm going to do next season is, yeah, I'm going to do the Helltides for the items. The little spacebar thing, favoriting, junking items is very helpful. And these incense things and all that shit, it's just going to get you there faster. And you're going to get the good items. So more videos to come on these topics. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace be with you.